I bought a refurbished M1 MacBook Air at $250 off. Is it any good? Let's find out. Hi, this is David of Tech for Baba, the channel I share my experiences on how technology enhances my time with kids and family as a dad. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please consider subscribing. In today's video, I'll unbox this Apple refurbished M1 MacBook Air and see if it's worth the 15% discount. Along the way, I'll share 5 things I do to check out refurbished or a used Mac. Since these refurbished Macs are in limited supply, I'll also share a tip on how to track them down at the end. Brand new, a M1 MacBook Air with 16GB of RAM and 1TB of storage costs $1,649 US. I got this refurbished one from Apple's refurbished website at about 15% off, $250 cheaper for $1399. I think the M1 MacBook Air is the best laptop for most people now, even at full price. If you want to know why, check out my playlist on M1 Macs. I'll link here and below in the description. But today, let's focus on if this refurbished M1 MacBook Air is any good at 15% off. To be honest, I was a little apprehensive getting a refurbished Mac. I usually don't get my computer used because technology advances so quickly. However, since M1 Macs just came out last November, they're still the latest and greatest. Also, Apple tells me, and I quote, "Every Apple certified refurbished product completes a rigorous refurbishment process that includes full testing that meets the same functional standard as new Apple products. Your refurbished device is truly like new." It's also covered by the same 14-day return policy, so I thought in the worst case, if it's not like new, I could still return it within 14 days. It came quickly, just 2 days after I placed the order, which was great. It comes in the same shipping box as the brand new one, so it opens up easily without needing any tools. The computer box is the same, but instead of the MacBook Air photo, it says MacBook Air with Apple Certified Refurbished printed here on the bottom. Inside the box, there is the laptop, a charging cable, pamphlets, and the power supply, all packaged exactly the same way as a new Mac, and they all look brand new to me. Let's take a closer look at the refurbished MacBook Air. The outer aluminum case looks new. No scratches or fingerprints anywhere. No sign of any wear and tear at all. Let's open it up. It starts right up when I open the cover with the battery already partially charged, just like a brand new one. There's even the same protective film on the screen to peel off. The keyboard, trackpad, and the display are all very clean. No fingerprints nor any sign of use. It's really like new, as Apple says. So the first thing I do is obviously to check for any physical damages like I just did. Not only does this refurbished M1 MacBook Air not have any physical damage, to be honest, it looks brand new to me. In a blind test between this and a brand new one, I wouldn't be able to tell at all without turning it on and poking around. So let's poke around with it on next. The second thing I do is to double check the main specs of the laptop. I go to the Apple logo on the upper left corner here and open up about this Mac. Here I can see that it's indeed a MacBook Air M1 2020 with 16GB of RAM. The serial number, by the way, is listed here as well. Let's go to the storage tab. And yes, it shows this one has 1TB of storage. So far, I still can't tell any difference between this refurbished MacBook and a brand new one. Let's dig deeper. The third thing I do is to check the battery health. As battery ages, it retains less and less charge. So let's go back to the Overview tab. On the bottom left, click on the System Report. Here, there's a good list of all the hardware and software components in more detail. The one we're interested in now is the Power tab here in the middle. Under Power, Battery Information, there's a section on battery health. It shows this battery has gone through 9 cycles. This is really the first sign that the laptop is not brand new. 9 cycles is not much, so that's good. Much more important is the battery condition is normal, with maximum capacity still 100% like a new laptop. The fourth thing I check is the internal SSD storage. You may have heard some folks have reported excess SSD writes on these M1 Macs. After some research, I don't think there's much to worry about, but we can pull out the SSD smart status to get an idea of how much the SSD has been used or written to. There are several ways to do this, but the easiest way I've found is to download a free trial version of the Drive DX. I'll put a download link in the description. Once installed, open up Drive DX. Under the important health indicators, the data unit written to this internal SSD drive so far is 1.4 terabytes. Not a small amount, but not huge either. As long as SSD lifetime left indicator here on the top is still at 100%. Another interesting number here is the power on time, which shows only 12 hours so far. Not bad at all. The fifth and the last thing I do is really just to use the laptop and watch out for anything that's not working properly. For example, are all the keys working? Is the trackpad working smoothly? Is sound coming out of the speakers and the headphone jack here on the right? How about the webcam, the USB ports, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connections? Does the screen have any dead or stuck pixels? Apple's refurbished process already checked for all these, but they are all good things to watch out for even on a brand new device anyway. By the way, there's a good website to quickly check for dead pixels on a display. Dead pixels are basically dots that don't light up. It's very easy to test and much easier to see with solid colors the website test provides. I'll have a link to this test website below. I have now been using this refurbished M1 MacBook Air as my main computer for a couple of weeks, and I have not had any problems. I feel much better now. Apple has really done a great job with its refurbished program. This refurbished Mac looks and works just like a brand new one, and it had very little use before I got it. If every Apple refurbished M1 MacBook Air is like this, I can highly recommend it if you don't mind getting a device that's very lightly used, if at all, to save 15%. To ease my mind even more, this refurbished M1 MacBook Air is also covered by Apple's 1-year limited warranty and can be covered by Apple Care just like a brand new one. And of course, like I mentioned before, if it doesn't work out, it can always be returned to Apple for a full refund within 14 days. I still think the M1 MacBook Air is the best laptop to get these days. It's an even better deal at 15% off. The availability is limited though. These refurbished M1 MacBook Airs and Mac Minis for that matter have been going in and out of stock very quickly since they first appeared on the website a few weeks ago. It may be hard to come by. I use a website called refurbtracker.com to help me track the availability. I just told the website which Apple device I was looking for, and it sends me an email when one becomes available. I'll put a link to the website down below. Hope it'll also help you find what you're looking for. Thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful, please help me by smashing the like button and share so the video can help more people. If you've tried a refurbished or used Mac, how was your experience? I'd also love to hear what else you do to check it out in the comment section below. If you want to see more videos on how technology can enhance our life with kids and family, please subscribe and turn on the bell to be notified when I put out my next video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cherish each moment.